Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Tuesday, March 15, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Islanders vs Washington Capitals. The New York Islanders and Washington Capitals meet Tuesday in NHL action at the Capital One Arena. The New York Islanders look to build on their 3-game winning streak. The Washington Capitals look for a win after splitting their last 8 games. Our first pick is Washington Capitals. And here is why. In their last game, New York was a -175 favorite and they defeated the Anaheim Ducks 4-3. Kyle Palmieri scored twice. Ilya Sorokin stopped 39 out of 42 shots faced. New York is 10th in the Eastern Conference, but 18 points shy of the 8th-place Washington Capitals. The Islanders will not make the playoffs. They have gone 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. In their last game, Washington was a +100 underdog, but they were able to defeat the Vancouver Canucks 4-3 in overtime. Evgeny Kuznetsov scored a hat-trick. Vitek Vanacek stopped 23 out of 26 shots faced. Washington currently sits 8th in the Eastern Conference. They have an 11-point lead over the 9th-place Columbus Blue Jackets. The Caps have gone 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. The Islanders may have won 3 straight games, but those all came on home ice. New York has sputtered on the road this season, and they have struggled against the Capitals of late. Washington is trying to gain ground on Boston for the first wild card spot and on the Rangers for the final guaranteed playoff spot in the Metropolitan Division. The Capitals have owned the Islanders of late, and having Oshie along with Kuznetsov clicking to help Ovechkin makes them an extremely dangerous offensive team. That firepower that the Capitals have offensively is too much for the Islanders to contain, much less slow down. Give the upper hand to Washington as they beat the Isles for the 5th straight time. Our second pick is under 6. And here is why. The New York Islanders are averaging 2.7 goals per game and are scoring on 19.7% of their power play opportunities. Brock Nelson leads New York with 23 goals, Matthew Barzal has 26 assists, and Noah Dobson has 142 shots on goal. Defensively, the New York Islanders are allowing 2.7 goals per game and are killing 83% of their opponents' power plays. Ilya Sorokin has given up 90 goals on 1,200 shots faced, and Semyon Varlamov has allowed 50 goals on 568 shots. Anaheim Ducks vs Rangers. The Anaheim Ducks and the New York Rangers meet in NHL action from Madison Square Garden on Tuesday night. Our first pick is Rangers -1.5 goals. And here is why. In their last game, Anaheim was a +150 underdog and they lost 4-3 against the New York Islanders. Adam Henrique, Josh Manson, and Isaac Lundstrom each scored a goal. John Gibson stopped 25 out of 29 shots faced. Anaheim currently sits 12th in the Western Conference and they are 4 points behind the 8th-place Vegas Golden Knights. It is a very tight race in the West. The Ducks are 3-6-1 in the last 10 games. In their last game, New York was a +105 underdog, but they pulled off the upset by defeating the Dallas Stars 7-4. Artemi Panarin scored a goal and had 4 assists. Dryden Hunt had 3 assists. Ryan Strome and Kander Miller each had 2 points. Igor Shesterkin stopped 29 out of 33 shots faced. New York sits 5th in the Eastern Conference with a 5-point lead over the 8th-place Washington Capitals. The Rangers are 8 points from the 1st-place Carolina Hurricanes. They are 6-4-0 in their last 10 games. The New York Rangers will be in the playoffs this year, but they still would like to keep winning, and New York has won their last 6 home games in this series. We also note that the favorite is 7-2 in the last 9 between these teams. The Ducks were in much better shape earlier in the year, but they are starting to fade as they have lost 4 games in a row and 11 of their last 5. The Rangers just hung 7 goals on the Dallas Stars, and the Ducks have allowed 4.71 GPG over their last 14 games. Igor Shesterkin has been tough overall, especially at home where he has gone 16-4 with a 1.92 GAA on the year. On the other side, we have John Gibson who has allowed 43 goals in his last 10 games and is 8-16 with a 3.44 GAA on the road. Take the Rangers to win easily. And our second pick is under 6. And here is why. The Anaheim Ducks will look to snap a 4-game losing skid after a 4-3 loss to the New York Islanders last time out. Troy Terry leads the Ducks in scoring with 51 points including a team-high 29 goals, while Trevor Zegras has 44 points with 16 goals and 28 assists. Sonny Milano has 30 points, while Ryan Getzlaf has 31 points this season with Getzlaf logging a team-high 28 assists on the year. John Gibson's seen the bulk of the work in goal for Anaheim and is 17-18-8 with a 3.03 GAA and a .906 save percentage this season. Dallas Stars vs Toronto Maple Leafs. The Dallas Stars and the Toronto Maple Leafs meet in NHL action from Scotiabank Arena on Tuesday night. Our first pick is Toronto Maple Leafs. And here is why. The Dallas Stars are coming off a 7-4 loss to the New York Rangers. In the road defeat, the Stars gave New York 2 chances at the power play, leading to 1 goal. Overall, they allowed their opponent to score on 24.14% of their shots. In the loss, Dallas still managed to find the net 4 times. For the game, they converted on 12.12% of their shots. 1 of the team's goals came during power play time. The Toronto Maple Leafs are coming off a 5-2 loss to the Buffalo Sabres. In the loss, the Maple Leafs managed to avoid giving up a power play goal. However, they still allowed the Sabres to score 5 times on a shooting percentage of 13.16%. In Toronto's light scoring night, they struggled to generate time playing with a man advantage. For the game, they finished with just 3 power play chances, coming up empty. The Dallas Stars are not the same team when playing on the road. They have only won 12 of their 28 road games this season. The Stars have dropped 2 straight games and were outscored 9-5 in the process. The Stars are also playing without their top D-man in Miro Heiskanen. And our second pick is over 6, and here is why. The Toronto Maple Leafs will look to rebound from their 5-2 loss to the Buffalo Sabres last time out. Austin Matthews leads the Buds in scoring with 77 points, including a team-high 45 goals, while Mitch Marner has 62 points with 23 goals and 39 assists, and John Tavares has 55 points with 19 goals and 36 apples. William Nylander's also got 55 points with 23 goals and 32 assists. Morgan Reilly has a team-high 40 assists on the year. Jack Campbell's made the bulk of the starts in goal for Toronto, going 24-9-4 with a 2.65 GAA and a .914 save percentage this season. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.